Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning to my freedom marchers, freedom lovers, freedom family, and freedom fighters. And those of you who are on the verge to becoming that, those of you who are marching ever closer to freedom, salute to you guys. And salute to those who are still resistant and still caught up in their statist, ideology. Hopefully one day we can come around to the same conclusion that dangerous freedom is greater than peaceful slavery. Salute to y'all this morning. Hope all is well on this Wednesday, September 7th, 17th, 2025. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing okay. I'm doing cool, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into this whole situation where we know that Israel and Palestine, well, they're going at it. And Israel has been going in on Gaza. They have been going in on Palestine and other Islamic nations surrounding them for quite some time. They have been at a full-scale war for the last 2 years. Almost the last 2 years. We know on October 7th, members of Hamas invaded Israel. Excuse me. So they say. They say that Hamas terrorist groups entered into Israel, killed so many people, and took hostages. And Israel has gone ham on Palestine ever since. Now, there is no problem with attacking those who attack you. You know what I'm saying? That's what war is about. If you start a war, well, you have to understand that war is going to come your way. If you launch a strike against a country, if you invade a country and kill people, you have to expect that there will be retaliation. And you have to understand that, there will be casualties, of course. It's unavoidable in a lot of cases. But at the end of the day, what you are trying to do is you are trying to attack enemy troops. That is what you should be targeting at the end of the day. If you want to be on the righteous side of any war, you want to minimize the amount of civilian casualties as possible. You would think that would be the case. But that is not the case with Israel. Israel could care less about a civilian casualty in Palestine. They can care less. Regardless of what Benjamin Nosferatu goes around and tells people like Brandon Kundum, Israel does not care about human life when it comes to Palestinians. And this has been proven by a study Lancet just put out that shows that there are 680,000 individuals that have been killed in this during Israel's attack against those individuals in the Gaza Strip. 680,000. 680,000. Over 300,000 of those casualties. Over 300,000 of those individuals killed. More than half have been children. Actually, over 300,000 were infants. Infants. Children under the age of 5. Altogether, the number of women and children killed add up to about 500,000 people. Women and children. 150,000 are men. 150,000. And this is a Lancet report, a Lancet study. The UN has finally decided to call what's going on in Gaza at the hands of a genocide. And what did those people do to deserve this action? What did they do? They did nothing. They lived their lives as Palestinians on land that they have been in for centuries, that their ancestors have been in for centuries. All because Israel has designs to expand its empire and become a true open superpower. The key word is open. An open superpower, so that they will no longer have to hide the amount of influence they have over leaders of other countries, including the United States. It's important for us to realize why this is a problem. Because if they could do that in Palestine, they could do it anywhere. If the leader of the free world would allow Israel to do what they're doing, to commit genocide with impunity, and we don't demand that our government does something about it, because guess what? Who funds Israel? Who is funding their war? And before that, who funded their free healthcare? Who funded their free education? We did. We send them hundreds of billions of dollars a year. And since this thing started, we have given them more billions of dollars. We have given them more billions of dollars. Bipartisan, the whole way. The left and the right comes together. Straight Godzilla, salute to you, brother. The left and the right comes together to agree that Israel can continue to do what they're doing in Palestine, and we're going to continue to fund them. They don't want any resistance. And when people start to speak up, when those individuals with the voices to do so, to reach individuals to let them know, look, there is a problem. What Israel is doing is a problem. Voices speak up. They get silenced, do they not? If they don't hop on board, if they don't go with the narrative and go with the agenda, if they don't take the money they were given over a decade to push this narrative, if they start to resist, if they have a turning point, guess what? We will silence them. And we will make it look like it was the other side. It was the other side. We're all supposed to be countrymen, but they are ensuring that we turn against each other so that they can continue to do what they're doing and to use our money to do so. This is what's happened to freedom marchers. 680,000 people. Over 400,000 children. Fucking children. But don't take my word for it. Please hit the like button, y'all. 400 people in here. Y'all can hit the like button. It's free. Y'all can hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all don't have to take my word for it. And I appreciate those who did hit the like button. Appreciate you guys. I will put it in the description. I will show you guys where these numbers come from. Realize, salute to you. Good morning. I will show y'all where the numbers come from when this airs, when this uploads, so that you guys can go check it out for yourself. But this information is out there. Go look it up yourself. Go look up the Lancet report. Go see what's going on over in Palestine. Someone says lies. What am I lying about? That's not what the Lancet report says? What am I lying about? See, y'all love to come in here and say lies. I encourage you, if you believe I'm lying, tell me what I'm lying about. What's happening is Israel, the UN just declared it a genocide. I'm not lying about that either. The UN has declared it a genocide. The international courts already said that Benjamin Nosferatu was a war criminal months ago. And now the UN is declaring what's going on in Gaza a genocide because they cannot hide it. There is no possible way to hide this. There are too many people on the ground that are willing to tell the truth. Despite the fact that Israel had killed a number of reporters in Gaza, a number of them. What else has Israel done over there? They have killed aid individuals. They have destroyed aid convoys with bombs. They have killed people trying to get food from aid stations in Gaza. They're just shooting at them, killing them. These are facts. There are videos out there. There are reports. There are eyewitness statements. This information is out there. You just got to find it. It's real. But now, it is official. It was always a real thing. It was always the thing that happened, this genocide. But now, it is official that the UN has called it a genocide. And what are our leaders going to do about it? Our so-called leaders. What is Donald Trump going to do and say? Well, we already know that Donald Trump will attack an independent sovereign nation unprovoked on the behalf of Israel. So why not allow them to fully invade and fully conquer Gaza? This morning, some of y'all wanted to come in here and tell me and nitpick the day they invaded. Well, guess what? The full-scale invasion started yesterday. The full-scale invasion. That means they are in it, folks. Thousands of Palestinian people, well, they're stuck. Where are they going to go? Israel tells you, Benjamin Nosferatu told you, oh, we're giving them time to get out. But where are they going? Where can they go? How can they leave when they're not allowed to leave? By what means? Where are these people going to go? Where can they seek refuge? Can anybody tell me that? Someone says, who cares? Well, I can tell you who should care. You should care. You should care. Guess who has the back door to the cybersecurity of our government? The government cybersecurity. Guess who has the back door? Guess who has it? Who has access to that type of shit? Who has access to it? Do you know everything within our infrastructure is digitally controlled by computer? Well, Israel has it. Israel has a backdoor to the cybersecurity network of the United States of America. This is the problem, you guys. You have to ask yourself, why are we so beholden to Israel? Israel's now, they don't have a more powerful military. Well, how is it that Benjamin Nosferatu can get away with what he wants to get away with? And now you have to consider Qatar as well. They are now trying to frame a new agreement with Qatar, the United States, that will of course take more sovereignty away from Qatar at the threat of being destroyed by Israel. Did Israel not launch strikes into Qatar under the auspices of attacking Hamas? You have to understand, in the Houthi rebels, Yemen, all these other countries that Israel has attacked over the last couple years, unimpeded, unhindered, under the guise of self-defense. Under the guise of self-defense. They attack Iran. And then we attack Iran as well. Y'all know what that is? Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call come in. Please throw a Romeo Lima Charlie. Throw Romeo Lima Charlie in the chat if you guys can hear me. Romeo Lima Charlie. Thank you, guys. Now, what did Qatar do for these last 2 years? Qatar is a sovereign nation, right? Qatar is a sovereign nation. What did Qatar do for the last 2 years to get them bombed by Israel? And why should we believe that Hamas is hiding out in Qatar? Because they told us. Do you know what they're doing? Israel is establishing, they are sending out, what they're doing is they're letting these countries know that we're coming for you next. And every little attack that we launch against you is going to be accepted, and no one's going to do anything about it. No one's going to shut it down. No, we're going to do what the fuck we want to do. I told you guys last year, those of you who were here, right? When I say you guys, I'm talking about, YouTube as a whole, right? Because many of you were not here when I talked about this last year. I told y'all that they were going to attack Iran. It's only a matter of time. I told you guys that. I said that they're going to attack Iran, and eventually they're going, because Iran is the strongest opposing nation in over there in the Middle East. Then you have Saudi Arabia. If Saudi Arabia thinks that they're not going to be affected, they got another thing coming. Saudi Arabia should be preparing for what's to come. They should prepare. I told y'all Iran would be attacked. I told you guys that they were going to launch a full-scale invasion. They're going to take over Gaza. This is not about Hamas, y'all. Hamas is just a convenient excuse. These things lined up perfectly for Israel, y'all. Right? They had intelligence. They had foreknowledge of what Hamas was going to do. And I would not put it past them. I would not put it past the IDF to have provoked this attack on October 7th. Not on October 7th, but before October 7th. October 7th was when Israel decided to retaliate. Listen, I would not put it past the IDF to have gotten and riled up some people in Palestine and within Hamas to launch their attack. Because IDF is wow, their intelligence apparatus is on par with the United States and probably even better. Right? Think about this. You remember when they launched this attack against Iran? You know how they did it? Where did they launch the attack against Iran from initially? You guys know that? I can't really read your chats right now, but hopefully you guys have an understanding on how Israel launched their attack against Iran. Where did they do it from? From right there within Iran. Yes. They were able to infiltrate into Iran with surface-to-air missiles. They got into Iran with surface-to-air missiles and mortars and whatever the fuck. They were able to launch a strike on Iran from within Iran, y'all. They told y'all that Iran was going to give the Houthi rebels nuclear missiles to use against Israel. They told y'all. That's what they told y'all. They told y'all that Iran gave the Houthi rebels the shit-built drones in the launch drone strikes against Israel. They told y'all, oh yeah, Iran's going to give the Houthi rebels nuclear missiles. Why would they do that? If they, this is what they're telling you guys, man. But they got into Iran and launched a strike from within Iran with missiles. Do you know what it takes to do that? Do you know what type of assets and the number of assets they had to obtain from within Iran to do that? Really, there's no way they got that shit in Iran without using assets on high levels within Iran. What did Iran start doing? They started arresting military leaders and they started killing them. That's what Iran did. I told you. So I would not put it past Israel to gather assets within Palestine, members of, and encourage them to attack Israel. Because Israel was itching to get this shit cracking, to do their little expansion. See, they have a greater plan, y'all. And they were ready to get moving with it. They were ready to get going. They had to get some shit started. So I wouldn't put it past them to send agent provocateurs or hire agent provocateurs with in-house. Eric Jordan, salute to you, brother. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to my moderators. Salute to anybody that came in, hit the like button. Whoever sent a super chat or whatever the case may be. Thank you, guys. I told y'all, they probably planned the whole fucking thing. They just made it look like, obviously, Hamas planned it. This is what intelligence agents do. In the United States, they call it COINTELPRO. To the individuals that plotted to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Y'all remember that? The FBI had assets, an informant,